Chloe Ayling speaks with the media outside her house in England. The British model, who claims she was abducted by a sex slave ring, told police she fended off lewd advances by one of her captors by promising to be more intimate with him when she was freed, according to a report. Chloe Ayling, 20, told Italian police she was kidnapped, drugged and dragged in a bag from Milan to a remote farmhouse, where she was held while her captors tried to hawk her to Middle Eastern buyers. She said Łukasz Herba told her he lusted after her while watching her shower, the Daily Mail reported. The 30-year-old Polish national bought her underwear and chocolate during her 6-day ordeal, and even slept in her bed, Ayling told police in a lengthy statement obtained by the British news outlet. MD Herba tried various sexual advances with me, but I always stopped it by putting it off to the future, a sick, more intimate knowledge of each other, she told investigators. In effect, I was leading him to believe that we would have become more intimate friends when this kidnapping was over, she said. On one occasion I remember that I was in the shower and he was watching me, and he told me to stay in the shower and said that he couldn't take it anymore and carried out a sex act. Ayling also explained why she did not try to escape when she was taken shoe shopping in Milan a day before she was released at the British consulate on July 17. When a detective asked her if it didn't seem strange to go on a shopping spree, she said, I realized that but for me Herba, or better yet, MD, was the one that could save me, and thanks to him I could gain my freedom. This is the reason why I didn't rebel and I did not ask help from the lady that was selling shoes, she told the investigator. Ayling told authorities that 5 men were involved in her kidnapping, but she only saw the faces of 2 of them, the Daily Mail reported. She said one of her kidnappers had climbed into the car trunk to lie alongside her while she was bound and gagged as they headed to the remote village of Turin. Herba, the only one arrested so far from the group calling itself Black Death, has been charged with kidnapping to extort money and falsifying documents. He allegedly posed as a photographer called Andre Lazio to lure her for a motorcycle-themed photo shoot in Milan by paying her agency an advance of about the equivalent of $1,100, the paper reported. Ayling told investigators that she was set free after one of the kidnappers told her his boss was furious that they had abducted the wrong person. I wasn't supposed to be taken because the boss had seen my Instagram profile and saw my full name and some photos which clearly showed that I was a mother with a small baby, and this was against the rules of the organization, she said. Herba has insisted that he did not knowingly take part in a crime, saying he got involved because he needed to raise funds for his leukemia treatment. Herba said a group of Romanians hired him to rent properties around Europe to store clothing they were selling. Meanwhile, Ayling was seen leaving her home in Coulsdon, South London, on Tuesday wearing black leggings and a gold jacket. She put on a white helmet and jumped onto a motorcycle that peeled off, the Daily Mail reported. Carla Bellucci, a friend who runs a modeling agency, said Ayling planned to appear in a photo shoot. She can be a little bit naive, shes young. To us it's new, but for her shes had a few weeks to get used to it, Bellucci said about Ayling's quick return to modeling.